To this day.
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 Shelly Finkel. That is the manager of Deontay Wilder, and he states that Deontay Wilder wants Anthony Joshua in January with the secondary option of Oleksandr Usyk. And let me counterpunch. I think that's some arrogant shit right there. The reason for that is you want Anthony Joshua with a secondary option of fighting Usyk. Are we talking about Abel Usyk? Another Usyk? He can't be talking about Oleksandr Usyk, is he? He is. So he wants the secondary option to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Amazing. I think that a fight with AJ would be good. I don't care when it is. You know, we all know that it should have been earlier. We know that should have been 3 or 4 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. 5 or 6 years ago. It should have been a while back. But nonetheless, if they're still fighting, AJ's still fighting, Deontay's still fighting, you know, let us have it, you know? Let us get that fight. Because realistically speaking, I don't think that Oleksandr Usyk will ever fight Wilder unless Wilder does something spectacular, extraordinary. And I don't see him doing that. I don't see him earning a shot with Usyk unless he knocks out someone like Parker, you know, and he had the opportunity to do so when he fought him and he couldn't do it. He got outboxed and outworked by Joseph Parker. So that ain't gonna happen. So let's take Usyk off the table. And let's talk about AJ. AJ's supposed to be coming back to the sport in January. So that is true. So could he be that guy? If I was Eddie Hearn and I gave a shit about Anthony Joshua's legacy, I would put him in there with Deontay Wilder. But normally what Eddie does is he's thinking about the fucking dollars. So what he'll do, he will probably match Deontay Wilder, that's if he doesn't lose again, up against Anthony Joshua in Africa. Now, should I fault him for that? No, because I think that's a smart promotional move. That's a smart business move. You know, you got two black guys, both from African origin, you know, Wilder indirectly, because, you know, he has all the Nigerian blood and all that stuff, you know, to this day, pro-black brother from Alabama, the sledgehammer, right? In Africa, you know, that I don't think it would be any difference than Ali and Foreman, because they're both American. So why the hell can't a black British guy from Nigerian roots fight another black guy from Nigerian roots in Africa? So no, I think it could happen. I think it could work. You know, I think that would make more sense. Then you can have a rumble in the jungle too, and at the same time settle an old ass time score between two rivals. I see nothing wrong with that. But Oleksandr Usyk, hell no, that's off the table. I don't want, you know, he shouldn't even say anything about Usyk, you know? But hey, if Usyk wanted to fight Wilder, I would be very surprised that he would, because he's giving him another payday. But you guys tell me what you think of Shelly Finkel stating that Wilder wants to return against AJ or Usyk. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.